Congressman Paul Ryan. He was born and raised in Janesville, Wisconsin, graduating from Joseph Craig High School back in 1988. That town's population was, at the latest, estimated at just over 63,000, with a median household income from 2006 to 2010 around $48,000. And the most recent unemployment rate topped more than 9%, up from 8.4% the previous month and above the national average. And Governor Romney and Congressman Ryan are visiting three key swing states just this weekend. First, it was Virginia, the site of the big announcement. Today, it's North Carolina, as we showed you in our prior hour. There you see some pictures there, and they're wrapping up a rally in Mooresville, north of Charlotte. Well, tonight the pair heads to Ryan's home turf of Wisconsin. Those states are among the 12 that are poised to play a major role in who wins the White House in November. For more, let's bring in Shira Toeplitz, staff writer for Roll Call. And Shira, it's always great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Let me ask you your perspective. First of all, let me start with Florida, because Florida is a state where there is a concern, I'm sure, about Medicare. That's something that Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who heads the Democratic Committee, talked about on Fox News Sunday today. How important is Florida, and how does this team look? How are they poised to take Florida?
Well, Florida is obviously a huge state, big prize, a lot of electoral votes there. It's also a very expensive state to run a campaign. And the one thing about the Ryan pick, I think overall it was probably a politically savvy decision for Governor Romney. But the one thing about the Ryan pick is his budget. And the Ryan budget proposes many changes to Medicare. And this would affect Florida, obviously a very old population. I can tell you what the polling shows, and that shows this is very unpopular among seniors, a lot of whom live in Florida. So Florida might be a new problem for that team right now.
Would Marco Rubio have made any difference? And is Florida that important? Or if you get Wisconsin, let's say, for example, because he's a hometown guy, and some of the other states where they're obviously going to spend time and attention, can that make up any difference?
Well, I think that's what's so interesting about the Ryan pick when you look at the map. Governor Romney has essentially shifted the battleground from the South, from Florida, to these Midwestern states, many of which have been hard hit by the economy. I think Governor Romney, by picking Mr. Ryan, would like to put states like Wisconsin in play. Currently, the Real Clear Politics average shows that President Obama is leading in Wisconsin by a couple points. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility, but it's a little more difficult than I think some of the other states in the Midwest, like Iowa or even Ohio.
Who would be the right people for this campaign and this ticket now to pull together to go out on the campaign trail? When you think of states, other battleground states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Iowa, clearly, Colorado, Ohio.
Right. It's interesting because some of the people that Governor Romney did not pick for the ticket to be his vice president would make very effective surrogates in the state. Rob Portman, a freshman senator, but a well-known name in Washington, would be an excellent surrogate in Ohio. He's very popular, especially in southern Ohio, where he was a congressman for many years. He's known very well in that area. In Pennsylvania, which is my home state, Governor Ridge is another very popular name, and he would be an effective surrogate there as well as Pat Toomey, who was not on the VP shortlist, and neither was Governor Ridge, obviously, but he's another effective surrogate for Mr. Romney in Pennsylvania.
Shira Toeplitz, great perspective today and analysis. Thank you. Great to see you.